Hello. I don't think there has ever been an easier time to be the official opposition. However, what we get from Kier Starmer is a message that anti-vaxxers should be criminalised, that we should criminalise the free speech of criticising vaccination because apparently that free speech is going to cost lives, and he wants to work with the government to pass emergency legislation. Well, here's the thing, Kier Starmer. If you are so confident that this rushed experimental RNA vaccine, this Pfizer vaccine or the Moderna one, is safe and effective and is going to save lives, you would be willing to let people who oppose that speak. And you would go on an open debate with the so-called anti-vaxxers and with the confidence and the conviction that you would win the argument that through open debate you would encourage more people to take the vaccine because they would see through sound reasoning that you, the pro-vaxxer, has the facts on your side. But the very fact that you want to criminalise anti-vaxxers tells me one thing, that you do not have the confidence in your convictions because you know that if they are given an open platform, more people will not take the vax because they have a strong argument and the facts on their side. But anyway, I'm going to move on to someone else who I'm perhaps even more disappointed in. I have, for many years, been a supporter of Nigel Farage. I met him back in 2002 when I joined UKIP, before the party was widely known, before he and UKIP had become household names. And he had always been brilliant at exposing the EU, the fraud, the deception, the lies about the EU and how we got into it. And he was doing this against a whole backdrop of politicians saying we need further integration, more Europe, not less. That was the cry from everyone. Just like all the politicians now are saying we need to fight COVID in different ways, we need the vaccine. And he could right now do a bit of research and be that voice against the whole COVID plan. But no, what does he do now? He is now saying that he wants to take Tony Blair's advice in administering the vaccine. He agrees that the vaccine is the only way out of this. I find it staggering that he cannot see, or he doesn't want to see, the medical fraud that is going on, the flawed computer models, the false stats and data, Neil Ferguson's false predictions, the false recording of deaths, the fake PCR tests and the false positives. This information is out yet there. And Nigel Farage would be someone looking at his past history you would think would be exposing these things. So I am very disappointed in you, Nigel Farage, that you're not taking a stand. And I would encourage you to go and do your research. We do not need a vaccine to get out of this. There is no public health emergency. This is all based on a fake, not fit for purpose PCR tests. It's all about cases full of healthy people, and the average age of the people who die of this is over 80. And yet the virus has not been purified and isolated. So I'm very disappointed that someone who was for many, many years opposing the political class, opposing the narrative that was put out by the Lib Lab com parties, and exposing the fraud and corruption of the European Union, has now basically sided with the mainstream and is, for one reason or another, failing to see the fraud and corruption that is going on. He should be out there exposing the Great Reset, the New World Order agenda. He has got the ability to discern fraud and wrong information. I cannot see why he can't do it this time. It's very odd to me. So he is someone I'm very disappointed in. Thank you for watching.